Hello, hello, and welcome to Magic Bringers Rising for the week of December 4th through the 10th, 2023. It's almost 2024, number 8 year. But find out what these weeks leading up to solstice are going to bring for vision, potentials, and wisdom in your life.
Welcome to Magic Bringers Rising Chats, a show by Super Secret Powers. I'm your host, Lindsay Baldessano, and let's get ready for a dose of energy healing, channeled guidance, and humor to keep your intuitive flow open and your roots grounded so you can lead the life of healing, spiritual purpose, and magic that you want.
So before we get on to today's energy reading, I want you to do something. So close your eyes. Just close them, it's okay. Now picture yourself meeting your guides and feeling your soul connection. It just feels like every word and every interaction just resonates so deeply with the multidimensional being that you really are. Well, my new 5-day online event, the Awakening Adventure, offers a unique experience bringing you face to face with your soul and your guides. So reconnect with the clarity, peace, confidence that comes from having that deep connection. As we gear up for the powerful numerological, as we gear up for the powerful numerological number 8 year of 2024, let your guides and your soul connection be the beacon, be the beacon leading you through a year of success, fulfillment, and aligned with your deepest authentic self, free to dream big and open to receiving the bounty of this adventurous number 8 year coming up. So join us in the Awakening Adventure. It starts on December 11th to reconnect and renew so that you can step into 2024 powerfully, feeling connected again. I cannot wait to see you there. Look for the links in the comments or in the show notes, or you could just DM me. And now, on to the show.
So, hello, and happy December because I haven't gotten a chance to say it yet. Now, Xander and I are here to talk all about the energy of the week from December 4th through the 10th and what it might mean for us, light workers, intuitive, witchy women who, want to stay grounded and manifest big dreams. Um, it's going to be a week. And I think it's going to continue along the same vein of dreamy intensity. Maybe. Um, but how long? Until solstice. Because I really think this is leading up until solstice. 'Cause things tend to get spiky, like Schumann resonances, the solar flare kind of things. Um, and of course, with the holiday pressures and stresses in general, it gets intense anyway. But yeah, um, so it's a dreamy week, but it's going to be an intense week because don't forget, with all of these astrological and kind of cosmic influences, everybody's feeling it in their own way, and everybody's going through the same thought process, the same feeling of pressure in their own way. And we have a lot of squares, a lot of trines. Like things are leading up to something, right? But really, the big news is that Neptune goes direct this week, and then followed by next week, Mercury going retrograde. So it's gonna feel a little wibbly wobbly, to be very honest, with that intensity, and then Neptune and like the deep oceans of emotions, and Mercury, Mercury going retrograde, plan everything well in advance, have contingency plans, because it's just a busy season. Um, you don't necessarily have to do that on vacation unless, like in the summertime, unless your vacations happen to fall over retrograde, Mercury retrograde in that sense. Um, so really, like, take this week, make some plans. We have energy to move us forward, and we have energy to get us very reflective because Neptune, and, inundated by Neptune, inundated by waters, which is funny 'cause I just got off a cruise. So I had my adventure, and I have on my awakening adventure hat because next week I am, as we just talked about, I am doing the awakening adventure online event. But so everything, even just for me, is kind of taken on this kind of dreamy quality where it's bursts. Bursts of moving forward, bursts of being reflective, bursts of moving forward, bursts of being reflective. And between the couple squares we got with Pluto coming up, um, you know, expect things to come up. It's not just like, oh, it's Christmas time. It's, oh, do I really want to keep repeating these same patterns? So, mm, it's there, especially midweek. Like we hit, where is it? We hit like Wednesday when Neptune finally does go direct, and then we have like on that same day we have a moon void, of course. We have a moon trine with Pluto. We have a moon square with Mercury. We have a moon opposite Neptune. Like lots of moons and lots of Neptune. So it's emotional and it's dreamy. And really why I used the title I did for this week was because while dreams are wonderful to have, visions, well, you get downloads of potential. You get those intuitive hits of saying, like, this can be big. This is going to be wonderful. I'm going to start a business. I'm going to pivot. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Oh, with the amount of stuff and the intensity of that stuff coming through, yeah, you don't want to add that all to your to-do list for this week, next week, Christmas week, or even New Year's week. Yeah, this is a great week for doing all of that journaling work, for recording everything that you might want to do for 2024. What feels juicy? What feels like it's going to like take you someplace? Because these are the seeds that are being planted and the potentials that are being given to us. But we're not walking through that door this week, next week. We're not walking through that door until 2024. It's too busy. Too busy, right? And you want to be able to take on this new chapter in a much more holistic and integrity filled, integrity centered way, where you're walking in with most of your power, at least, in line with you, where where you just have that alignment, right? And you're not coming at it from spaghetti at the wall, or I'm going to make myself do this. I'm going to show up to the gym every single freaking day. Like, Let's not get caught in those patterns because those are some of the patterns because they're not done from your soul alignment when you have everything fueled up because you have mind, body, spirit, and emotions working together. They tend to fail. That really tend to fall off the wagon pretty quick and get us discouraged even quicker. This, like, we want to start rolling the ball of our dreams and intentions, having it gain more matter in the physical world and more momentum as 2024 goes on because it's a year of victory. It's a year of reward. It's a year of seeing our progress turn into something that we've always wanted. You have to set the foundation and your own really authentic to your intuitive process kind of uh, way, but timing. You have your own sense of timing. Your the things that you are manifesting and downloading have their own sense of timing. It doesn't all have to happen now. As much as we want to be this empowered superwoman, da 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 da. Our most powerful place is when we are in line with those deeper parts of ourselves that allow us to shine in many different ways instead of just hustle, instead of just, I'm going to care give myself to death because everybody needs stuff. Things need to get done. I need to make this holiday the most specialist ever in the history of all. Yeah, no, 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 no. You have to be able to experience the magic of these moments, the magic of building your foundation yourself and from a place of wellness. So this Neptune moony week is going to be great. It's going to send us on a couple trips. But remember to bring this down to when. When is this supposed to come? When am I going to be able to get this ball started? And don't let perfectionism ugh, put pressure on you to schedule things now. And I'm saying this also because, like, yeah, we have all that dreamy stuff, but we also have some pretty strong movers and shakers coming through these next 2 weeks. Like a lot of these trines and squares are trining and squaring with like Saturn and Jupiter and like Uranus. And it's like they want us to move. They're going to add to that sense of pressure. Just don't believe it. Just don't believe that it all has to be done right now. This is the I want to get it some kind of plan together kind of energy. This is I want to give myself some kind of structured space so I can really dig into these potentials next year. You know, creating the container to be able to develop these ideas, these visions, these whatever your mission is calling forward for you in 2024 to reap the rewards of. Alrighty? Alrighty. So next week we have a new moon in Sagittarius. We have Mercury retrograde coming up. And again, these aren't bad things. Mercury retrograde, while it can be a little frustrating, is also really just about clearing your way and making sure that you're starting 2024 off from a sounder place because you're going to fix the things that get broken. You might upgrade as you can. You know, really, it just kind of clears the way so you're not like constantly stuck in worrying about how your daily life is going to flow. So, remember that. And remember that it does tend to also bring up people from your past over Christmas and solstice and Yule and New Year's. Just because they come up from your past doesn't mean that the universe wants you to have them in your life again. So just take it for what it's worth, enjoy what you can, and just leave the rest behind. This is not the time to get together with exes unless it's like, you know, totally in alignment. Um, but even then, because of the dreamy illusion quality of these next 2 weeks, see what happens. It's not like the time to make the commitment that this is going to be the way it always is from here on out. Um, let things develop at their own pace. Relationships, dreams, goals, potentials, downloads, missions. Yeah. So use that slower energy for the Neptune and the moon, that flowy, like, maybe. Write it all down. Write it all down. Get it out. Because there's probably going to be a lot of messages coming through that might make sense once 2024 really starts. All this prep work we're doing in 2023, you know, it lends a lot to what's going to happen in 2024 because, you don't just stop living one life because 2023 ends. But yeah, I wish you all a beautiful week. And if you would like, light language or some kind of healing to go along with this week, feel free to join my Queen of the Inner Realms circle, because that's where I do that weekly thing now. And yeah, don't forget to sign up for the Awakening Adventure. It is a really unique thing because it's not just me sitting there talking and like a regular kind of master classes. This is really themed. So like I'm themed as this spiritual adventurer, or like your guide, and you check in every day, and then you go on a spiritual expedition somewhere. To meet guides, to meet the rest of your soul team, to um, really dig into what your energy is doing and how to clear it. So it's a really unique thing. Um, and I really wanted to do it that way because I know this is a crazy time of year, and maybe you want that space to not have to listen to somebody talk for 2 hours a day because you're in their master class, but you just want something light that you can tune into for just like 15 minutes every day and just have some fun with it and be lighthearted about it because it is about renewal and reconnection, and it isn't about like let's all be Buddha or you know um because we have to enjoy this 3D life too, or else what's the point? That's my opinion. I hope you agree with that. Anyway, look for the links in the show notes to sign up for that because it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun because it's not just like all about Lindsay. It's like, ah, this whole adventure we're going to take together. All right. I love you all. Brightest blessings. And I will see you on Wednesday for the Living with Intuition with my friend Andrea, who happens to be out in my living room, where we will be discussing even further into holiday season stuff from the perspective of being empaths and intuitives. So great hints and tips around how to deal with things like the stress, the grief, the anxiety, the busyness, the crowds for the holiday season for all of you beautiful, sensitive souls. All right.
Magic!